Hello, and welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier, and I will be your rabble-rouser for the evening. If you don't know this channel, this is Shadows of Archonia. This is where we play lots and lots of tabletop role-playing games. On Friday nights, we have an ongoing campaign in Worlds Without Number, which may or may not be continuing this week. We have a possible cast member absent on Friday night. We'll let you know later in the week. If we don't do our regular campaign, we'll do a one-shot of something else. But on Mondays, like tonight, we do a rotating selection of games with a rotating cast of players. Someone rotated in tonight for the first time. We have Chris with us, formerly known as Misery in our chat in every episode we've streamed for like 6 or 8 months. So thanks for being with us, Chris.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we are continuing the story from where we left off last week, and I'll get into that in a second. If you don't know, we do have a Discord that you can join if you want to come hang out with all of us. There's going to be a link to it below the video, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. We're streaming to both right now. If you are on Twitch, please subscribe to our YouTube channel because all the back episodes are over there of both shows. And they're heavily playlisted. Anything we've done at least 3 episodes of, any game we've done at least 3 streams of is in its own playlist. So there's lots and lots of playlists over there. You can find anything you're looking for. All of our campaigns, all of our mini campaigns, and all of our one-shots, everything. Also, we have a Patreon. If you'd like to help support the channel, come join our Patreon, patreon.com/Shadows of Archonia. We have a patron-only show that we record for 15 minutes prior to our Friday game. So you can see the people from that stream when we're, not streaming, not gaming, just sitting there. Sometimes we talk about the game we're about to play, sometimes not. Sometimes it's just me and Alan, one step away from a fist fight. You never know.
Well, you guys have known each other for a while. So.
Yeah, we go away, but we've never fought. That's not real. All right. So last week, Frida, Tansy, and their friend Fenric successfully defeated Father Jack and the whole weird crew of nameless things that did not end up infecting anyone because of some great rolls right at the appropriate time. And then you were able to teleport away, and I don't even remember who had this ability to teleport away.
Fenric.
That was Fenric, okay.
Right.
Yeah, so he's leaving you now. He teleported away between mirrored surfaces, which is a fun little ability. So you guys came out of the water of a crystal clear lake many miles from where you were, and Fenric has now departed to take Frida's mentor, Frederick Dandy, back home, or at least back to the village that you guys were just in. Ooh, somebody named Mia has just subscribed for the 44th month in a row. Thanks, Mia.
I've been here a moment.
So you guys have come out of the water. Oh, you know what? We should do character introductions before I get into the narrating. Why don't we start with Chris, and we'll go clockwise as we usually do.
Sure. The character's name is Amir Meda, so elven warrior. He's got sort of like gray-blue eyes and green hair that is like really short, like a military flat top. He carries a large Flamberg sword, a shield, and a kukri. I don't know what else you want to know.
How about what are your inclinations?
He's a scavenger and an ex-bodyguard. So he used to work for a royal family protecting their kid. Turns out the kid was a bit of a jerk and instigated a whole bunch of stuff in order to try and claim the throne before he was given it, which then actually allowed a neighboring kingdom to come over and invade and take over. And so now Amir is on the run.
Great. And you took Checkmate and Tough Bastard?
Yes.
Great. So that's probably going to save your life. Mia.
Oh, yeah. I'm back with Tansy Dust Group, the Warden. Halfling Warden, specializing in ranged weapons and wilderness tasks. Also, hunting and foraging. Special inclinations of sneaky and trap finder. Sex is optimistic, maybe a little less optimistic. Adventure with the weird cultist, but ever vigilant. Excuse me. But yep, definitely clad in a patchwork of leather and a couple of sprigs of greenery in my hair. And yep, there we go. Packing a bow and arrow and a dagger.
All right.
And I'm Cindy. I am playing Frida von Fryer. She's a goblin who wants to emulate humans as much as possible. She was basically kicked from her tribe for that. She was taken in by her mentor, Frederick Dandy, where she learned how to heal. She's a self-proclaimed lover of some renown and devastatingly beautiful. She's got a long blonde wig, big eyelashes that she made out of some kind of fur that she found, big hat. She doesn't wear a backpack. She has this big bag, like a grandma bag. And then she can protect herself too. She's got a bow and a dagger and a crossbow. Some of the little trinkets.
Alrighty. So, Frida and Tansy, as I mentioned, you guys just came out, not of the water, but of the image in the surface of the water. And land, I'll say you land dry on the shore rather than splashing back down into the water. But you come out. Fenric has just left to guide Frederick back home. And I think you guys, you did pass this lake previously on your 2-week journey to the village you were just in. So you kind of have an idea where you are. You're pretty close to a trading city called Four Gates. And then that's to the west of you, about a day's journey. And then neighboring that further to the west is the bigger city of Hochberg, where you might have some luck in either of these towns, really, finding work. And I think
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I think probably Amir at this point, you would also be on this trail coming from the east, heading towards Four Gates.
Does Amir kind of like see us wandering through the woods, or will we bump into him?
Yeah, I think
out of the lake.
yeah, I think he probably walks up while you guys are discussing where to go.
Sure. And so he walks into the scene, and he's not really paying attention to the two people on the road. He seems to be having sort of an internal monologue with himself, where he's discussing somebody that he keeps calling Betty. and how he's going to take care of her once, night comes and he has a chance to fill his own belly. So I think he almost trips over you, and then it stops and is sort of startled. And looks at you both. And, sorry, my apologies. My head was not where it should be. Please.
Oh, goodness. That's okay. Don't worry about it. My, aren't you a handsome one?
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and we small folk often are tripped over, so I understand that. And whoever Betty is, I hope that you find her well and happy and safe.
Later. Betty
I have big feet.
My sword, and he reaches over and draws the sword and sort of presents it to you. Doesn't she have wonderful curves?
Oh, yes. I get it now.
See, you're already engaged. Okay.
So, taking care of her, and did you say something about feeding her? Are you looking to slay something with her?
No, feeding myself.
Ah, okay.
Yes. And then he sheathes the sword back on his back, and he's like, yes, I must find an animal or some root vegetables to fill my stomach.
Oh, well, just so happens I'm good at that sort of thing. I'll see if I can't forage up a few food items.
Oh, I'd be most grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you're not under any pressure here. You're just traveling on the road. I'm not going to make Tansy roll for finding food. I think given a little bit of time as you travel, Tansy can easily find some edibles.
Mushrooms.
So where are you two headed? Where are you two headed? Or three, I guess, because Frederick's with you.
No, they left already. They left before you arrived.
Foregate is this way, and as well as Hotchburg, but Foregate will do for the night, I guess.
Looks like you've had
by nightfall.
some rough travels.
Oh, yeah.
Everything all right?
Well, we barely made it away from cultists, but we're usually lucky like that.
Yeah, the recent past has been a lot of fun. A lot of unfortunate killing, but, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Indeed.
I'm learning some great new skills.
At this point, you guys hear the sound of hoofbeats coming towards you from the west.
Okay.
Yes, just like that. It's at a full gallop coming down the road towards you from the west. But as this person rounds a bend in the road and sees you, they pull their horse to a stop to see this big muscular elf covered in weapons, and clearly an outdoorsy. I assume you're muscular. You got a whole bunch of swords. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the halfling that clearly lives outside, and a weird goblin with a wig. This person stops. This is a young man, maybe 20 years old, thin, hasn't really filled out yet. But his clothing and the sort of barding on the horse, this is clearly a messenger for a rich person. And he slows the horse. He looks down at you guys and says, "Excuse me, I don't mean to judge on appearances, but might you happen to be mercenaries, adventurers?"
Well, good judging, as far as I can tell. Good job.
Mercenary is a strong word. Help for hire is a word I would prefer to use.
Well, I work for a powerful merchant in the city of Four Gates. He sent me out for help. There's a plague. There's a plague that has shut down the city. No one is being allowed to leave. I got out just before the gates were locked. It is believed that there is some nefarious cause to this plague that is within the city, and I have been sent to find those who are strong enough to perhaps be immune, that they can enter the city and find this vile cause and save the lives of those within, especially the wealthy merchant class.
What? I think I would be inclined to save everybody, for starters.
Of
But
course.
how would we know we would be immune?
Well, nobody can know for sure, but there are those who are of hardy stock that are not taking sick as quickly as others.
You mean those who work hard?
Not always, but the strong. It is a risk. It is a risk for sure, but if you can provide aid, you will be richly rewarded.
That was my next question. If we help, I would expect to be richly rewarded. Amir, are you up for this task as well? I think Frida and myself are very into the idea.
I like the idea of helping people. I'm not opposed to being paid for it. So yes, I would happily join your ranks.
Excellent. When you get to the town, seek out my master, Lord Wilmington.
Lord Wilmington?
Yes.
Is he located on a particular street or avenue?
When you reach Four Gates, you will find that only one of the gates is open due to the quarantine. You will find my master on the opposite side of the city. He dwells near the tall tower of the opposite gate.
Near the tall tower.
So you're going to be
That sounds
entering
ominous.
from the east gate of the city, which is the only one that's open. And this guy's telling you basically his master is on the Lord Wilmington's house is on the other side of the city by the west gate.
Okay. We will search him out.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And good luck to you. I hope you do not fall ill like so many others. And he starts riding off.
I was like, I might have a palliative for your... Never mind.
The horse hooves are loud.
Well, all right. Traveling through a plague-ridden city from one side to the other, that should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can aid others as we traverse the town.
I do hope so. It's a shame when populace must suffer.
I am a healer, but my skills are limited.
Oh, Frida, your heart is in the right place, and yes, your skills are limited. We should keep your healing skills to the three of us immediately, so we can conclude our task. We dare not dally with the town folk.
Okay.
All right. So you guys start heading that way then?
Yes.
Tally ho!
It takes a few more hours, because assuming you guys were traveling while you spoke already, it takes a few more hours to get to Four Gates, and you do indeed find a city that is locked up. Even the gate that is open, the east gate, is guarded heavily. and all of the guards are actually standing on the inside of the gate. There's nobody standing out front. Yeah, but they're shoulder to shoulder there.
Are either of you known in this town?
Nope, not been here before.
No.
Great. I guess I'll just go to the front and sort of peek my head in the door there and say, Lord Wilmington is sent for us.
I have strict instructions, sir. No one is to exit the city until the plague has passed. I can allow you in, but once in, you will not be permitted to leave.
That's fine. We are of hardy stock. We will be fine.
Many of my guardsmen have thought that as well, and few of them showed up for work today.
I'm sorry to hear that. Are there any dangers besides the plague that we should be aware of?
That is not for me to say. Of course, a city under quarantine brings many corollary dangers with it. There may be food shortages eventually. There may be many chances for infection. Who knows what could happen if we all have to stay in here for too long.
Any cultists?
Cultists? Maybe.
I sure hope not. They're not friendly.
Well, some of them are. I don't know. Depends on the cult, doesn't it?
Well, I suppose you're right.
We did have a recent run-in with some nefarious folks of the cultist type.
That was my first time. You're right. I shouldn't judge.
Yes,
But we're here to offer help.
There are no temples with a very strong presence here in the city. If you are warned of the dangers and still wish to enter, you may.
I'm going to take basically like a scarf I have tied around my neck to keep it warm at night, and just kind of pull it up over my nose and mouth as protection.
Okay. So you guys walk into Four Gates. And, something I forgot to mention as you guys walked up are the dead bodies outside the gate. Dead from arrow shots from on top of the walls. People who tried to leave.
Every one of them with an arrow in the back. Yes. That would be understandable.
Yeah, it's a quarantine. If we let anyone out, they will spread the plague to others. But once inside the city, what you see mostly are empty streets. All of the windows, every home and every business boarded up. The only people you see outside are the dying homeless, covered in lesions and sores. There are carts of dead bodies on the occasional street corner. And the whole place is under the cover of low-hanging dark clouds. There is a signpost on the first corner you come to that has some sort of note pinned to it.
I'll go over and take a look.
This is a call for anyone who is immune or of strong constitution. It's an offer of work for gravediggers. Many gravediggers are needed at the town cemetery. If you are interested in helping, you're instructed to seek out Forewoman Berwina.
Okay.
All right, so you have Lord Wilmington's house on the opposite side of the city, and the cemetery, roughly the same direction further to the north.
I would imagine digging graves for this many bodies is quite the task. And if so many people are sick, I doubt they even have enough to bury 5 bodies.
Yeah, I would imagine they would run out of space, and how dreadful. I think we should probably stick with why we're here.
Yeah. Maybe we can suggest that they burn the bodies instead. It would be
Oh, that's a marvelous idea.
more.
I'll write it on the note. I'll take out a
As you-
chalk and I'll write BERN.
As you guys are having this conversation, as Frida's writing on the note, Tansy and Amir, you notice rats running along the corners in the dark places near the houses, pretty much everywhere. But there's one pretty sizable one that is running down the middle of the street right towards you guys.
Oh, that looks
has-
like a large dog.
Yeah, well, a small dog, but it has leapt down from one of the carts full of dead people, and it's scurrying right towards you.
Okay. I guess I'll pull my shield and kukri and ready a defense.
All right.
I will stand it aside and put an arrow in it if it's charging directly at us.
All right. So by the time you notice it and have a chance to get your arrow ready and fire it, it's pretty close, but you do hit it. And as your arrow strikes it in the body, it coughs up this like black bile onto the street, and it shudders and explodes in a spray of pus and rotten humors.
This is a DM Scotty adventure, you said, right?
Yes, that's correct. I need everyone to roll a miraculous save
Oh my
to
gosh.
avoid the spray.
Oh my.
As he leans into the door. Let's see. Miraculous save. I need a 6 on a single roll. That's not right.
That's a fail for me.
5+ for me. All right, come on. Oh,
Good, we're all sick.
Yeah, well,
Hmm.
you can spend karma on these, I think, if you want to.
I need to change my name.
I don't remember if
Are
you're
we allowed
spend
to do
karma on
that?
miraculous. I think probably.
can't-
I'm feeling like maybe not.
I don't remember, but I feel like no.
I feel like it's no. Regardless, if you failed, you will be sick in 3 days. You will display symptoms in 3 days. You all get the goop all over you.
Great.
Too early to burn my hero dice, which I don't see on screen.
Oh, let me
Steve.
put that up. Yeah, that should be there.
But yeah, no, it's too early to burn a hero dice. We got 3 days to solve this.
Well, we solved that last one rather fast. We can do it again.
Yeah.
So what was the sort of like radius that the thing exploded in?
It got everything. Oh gosh, like 25 feet.
Oh, okay, significant.
Yeah, it blew
That-
up big.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't
Hard
have
to
shot an
avoid.
arrow in it. That's my bad, y'all.
Well, I would have done the same thing.
And I doubt my steel would have done any better.
You would have been right in it.
Exactly.
It was just prepared to pop, apparently.
You can absolutely spend karma on a miraculous save.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just double
Then I
ain't got
will.
none.
I will do that.
Okay. Rita, you're not sick. I'll take a karma off for you.
Excellent.
Of course, I That's not the kind of roll you would give a karma for failing, right?
No, not a save.
Let's say.
Chris, I noticed that your roll came up as Dallas Dice Roller. You should have a field at the top of the dice roller thing.
Yeah, I changed it to Amir. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
think
it
that's
reloaded.
Frida's. Yeah,
Oh, that's Frida's?
that's Frida.
Oh, you're
yeah.
right. Yeah, of course. It says Amir right there. Cindy, the dice roller doesn't have your name in it.
I just changed it.
Great.
Okay.
Off we go. Where are we going?
Off to find Lord Wilmington, I guess.
Yep.
Just a straight shot there, I assume.
Avoiding any
Yes.
rats. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's avoid any bloated rats along the way.
I'd like to pull my coat a little bit more around me and my hat kind of down.
Yeah. Good idea.
Probably won't do anything, but that's what she's gonna do.
Okay. Let's see. As you pass through the center of the city, all the streets are barren, like I said, except for the occasional dying homeless person. What you see as you pass through the middle is something different. There are a whole crowd of very sick people mobbed up outside this one building. It looks like some kind of workshop. There's a big crowd. You can't really see past them to see what this building might be, but it's pretty tall. It's like a multi-level building.
Are they chanting anything, or is there an obvious reason why they might be here?
The ones closest to the door are knocking, tapping on the windows. It seems like there's something inside that they want to get to or want to have.
Are we close enough to interact with ones that
You
are
could-
the further back?
Yeah, you can approach someone.
Well, I'll tap on someone and say, "Excuse me. What is it you all are looking to get to?"
Oh, the curative. This is Atrix's shop. Atrix Cranston. He's an alchemist. He has a cure.
He does.
Yes, but he's selling it. He's charging money, and there are some he has graced with free samples.
Well, that doesn't make me very happy.
That does not seem very fair.
Free samples sounds good.
Well,
Does he not have enough?
I don't know how much he has. There are those who have purchased a cure and been healed of the plague. And there are those who've had very small doses on a regular basis to keep symptoms at bay. But the money involved, it's too much. We must simply beg his favor.
Surely he's made enough money at this point. Maybe we should talk to this guy.
Yes,
See if
I
we
think
can't convince
so.
him to be less,
We
what's
need
the
to
word, capitalistic.
appeal to his better reason.
We're all here to appeal to his better reason. And to be honest with you, I've been here for an hour and I'm starting to get the impression he's not even in there.
Where else would he be? Does he live
Somewhere in
elsewhere?
Somewhere in town. Well, this is his place. He lives and works here, but he might have gone to make a delivery. I don't know. I don't know where people go.
Okay. That's
Are there
good.
any balconies or anything?
Or an alley nearby.
There are alleys nearby for sure. Amir, roll me a d6, and if you get anything but a 1, I think you're going to find a window or a balcony or something that you could maybe get to.
4.
With a 4, yeah. I think in an alley you do find up on the second floor that there is a balcony that you could get yourselves up to. Barely a balcony, almost like a little just shelf outside the window that you might put
Like-
plants on. Yeah.
Amir, toss me up there.
As you wish.
Fastball special.
Yeah.
I'm sure one of us has plenty of rope. It's not me this time.
Yeah, I'll try and toss Tansy up.
All right. And this building, by the way, as you guys got closer, you did finally see the sign. It's called Craxton's Curatives. And from the conversation, you know the owner's name is Autrix Craxton. It's got an X in each word there.
Now, I'm not one to usually break and enter, but I'm not breaking anything. I'm just entering. I will dangle.
Exactly.
I will tie the rope off and dangle it down so that Amir and Frida can just climb up. Yeah.
All right.
You want me to roll for the toss, or you're good?
Yeah, I do want you to roll for the toss. You can spend a karma to make one of those a 3.
Okay.
Sure. Let's do that.
Strength task. Come on.
Yeah. There you go.
Can I,
Yeah, I'll
Go ahead.
toss them up and wait.
Okay, yeah, so the rope comes down, as Tansy described. And now, excuse me, Tansy, I'll need a roll from you to get the window open without breaking anything.
I have some oil to slick it up.
Well, I was gonna add, of course, trap finder for disabling traps. This probably does not qualify.
No, but it's not a trap that you're disabling, but I'd give you a boon for either just having the dexterity that is involved with disabling traps, or the oil that Freya offered up. Not both.
Oh, I'm like, this window's jammed. I can't quite get it open.
Here you go.
All right.
Just toss it up
Don't
there.
drink it. It's
Give it a
nasty.
little of the grease. And roll.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
my gosh.
So yeah,
Good.
you're trying to get it, and you yank the thing upwards, and it makes this horrible creaking sound. The latch breaks on the inside, and you hear it like rattle across the floor inside there.
Ooh.
I guess I am breaking and entering.
Mm-hmm.
Literally breaking.
And with that, a young man, really a boy, scrawny boy, comes running into the room here. This is clearly a bedroom that you've come into. It's really gaudy. It's really messy. And there's all sorts of stuff around in here. But with the noise that you've made, this boy comes running in. He's like, "Ah! Burglars!
No, not burglars. Helpers.
You're
I'm not a
burgling right
burglar."
now! You broke the window!
That was an accident.
Who comes in the second floor?" He grabs a knife.
Well, the
it's
front's
actually a
locked.
letter opener. He grabs a letter opener and he's like,
Young man, don't make me take that away from you.
"You break it in with a goblin?"
I'm going to sort of look
Pretty
around
goblin.
the room and then shake my head and go, this room's a disaster.
Well,
Surely
that's
this
not my
speaks
fault.
to your character.
This isn't my
Yeah.
room.
Well, whose room is this then?
This is my boss's room. This is Autrix's room. I don't live here.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, he. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mir.
is he here?
He's It's not here right now. You'll be back soon. Who are you?
My name is Amir. I'm from a faraway kingdom, and I heard that there was a plague in town and wanted to come see how I could be of some assistance. And these are my colleagues.
And we bumped into your boss, and he told us to come here, but we couldn't get in the front door, so we had to sneak in the back way, if you understand what I'm saying.
It's definitely blocked out front.
Tansy, is your intention with that to lie to this kid or to ask him to pretend with you?
It's more of a pretend, like, yeah, we're friends of his, you know. We're not here to do any trouble. We're just here to help.
Okay.
Basically.
Roll for that. Try to get a 4, and I'm gonna give you a boon because of this kid's disposition.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah. We're just here. I'll burn a karma for that, yeah.
Okay.
To get that 4. At least they're on the way up.
Yeah. So the kid's like, yeah, you ran into him, huh? That sounds real. Listen, Craxton's not like nice, but he does have something. I don't know how true it is that he invented it, though.
What do you mean?
I think he got it from... he got it from the things downstairs. That's where everything's coming from.
Downstairs.
There's something in the basement.
The vermin. Well, not a basement exactly. There's a kind of a underground city. You can get to it through the basement.
Like a necropolis.
I don't know that word. I come here instead of going
either.
To school.
Is it like... I don't know. Nickel?
Nickel? It's full of vermin.
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 I'm not familiar with that term, but Frida, and necropolis is where they bury the dead. They put them in crypts below ground.
Oh no, it's not like that. The vermin are alive. It's their city. By the way, now that you have found all the marked locations, I'll show you the map of the city here. So open gate there is where you came in. That's calling that the western gate of the town. I think I swapped it around when I described it earlier, but the cemetery's to the north, and you're basically in the center at Craxton's Curatives.
And the tall tower, is that the...
Yeah, this tower over here, near that is where Lord Wellington is said to live.
Okay. Oh.
Is it dangerous down there? Have you been?
Only the very beginning. I don't like going in. I've never gone down far enough to see the city. What if you want to go down there? I mean, I can show you the way, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Well, we're kind of here to help take care of this problem.
Yeah.
I'm a healer, and I want my people to not be sick. It makes me sad.
And they say outside that Craxton has a cure. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, he
Other
has
than
a cure.
getting it from the vermin?
The vermin are gonna give him this town on a platter, is what it is. he's given them what they want, and they're giving him this cure that he can sell to anyone with money. The problem is it does cure you, but you're still locked in town. You're just going to get sick again.
Well, okay. We're going to have to investigate the vermin.
Yes.
Do you know anything about Mr. Wilmington? Wilmington?
Lord Wilmington?
Yes, sir. Yes, little sir.
He makes a face, doesn't know how to take that address. But then he shakes it off. He's like, Lord Wilmington, he's one of the wealthiest merchants in town, or he was. Otrix told me this morning that Lord Wilmington died last night.
Oh.
I was in the early hours. That's where Otrix went, was to see if any of Lord Wilmington's family might need the cure.
I'm sure he's just after their money.
Of course he is.
Oh, somebody was sent to get us on his behalf.
That person must have left before Wilmington died. I was told that he was ill yesterday, but it worsened quickly in his case.
Well, so it's a tragedy that Wilmington has passed on. It will make it easier for us to do the right thing rather than just save his behind.
Well, I understand what you mean, but I'll tell you this. I'd rather work for Lord Wilmington or anyone here in town than Craxton, but it is what it is. And, you know, being a wealthy merchant, all of his money is tied up here in the city. I'm sure Wilmington would like you to save the town just as much as himself, were he still with us.
Yeah, it just, the offer that we were given was predicated on us helping Wilmington get better.
I
Not
see.
so much the whole town.
Right.
Well, I guess he probably had his priorities. And he's going to take you guys downstairs. On the first floor here is like the shop area, and you see the front door is locked. There is a side door kind of on the opposite side of the building from the window you came in. And it's just, I think, Frida, you can probably tell just by looking, this place sells nothing but snake oil. There's all sorts of like fake cures.
I was going to ask if I
ointments.
could take a look, because I have alchemy, if I could tell.
So yeah, the things that are out and visible, like no roll required. These are, you know, this is snake oil. It's a bunch of nonsense. You don't see anything out on the shelves and visible that is this supposed cure that people keep telling you about. Whatever it is, it's either hidden or it's with him.
Does he keep this cure locked up or in his pockets?
Well, I know he usually carries some with him. He doesn't tell me where he keeps a stash if he has one. He gets it from the vermin downstairs. So if there's more to be had, it might be with them.
The rest of this is... Don't take any of this, young man. It's not good for you.
Well, when I take some, it's only to sell it. I mean, I would never take anything from Otrix.
Yeah. None of this will help anybody.
Well, that's not shocking. He does know how to bandage a cut, though.
Well, I suppose we all have something good about us.
He's going to take you down to the basement now. There's a laboratory down here. And for this, in this area, you see like basically a medical facility. There's all kinds of bottles with like bubbling stuff in them. There's books all over the.
Her eyes will get like big. This is like
Yeah, it's like a full-on like old-timey mad scientist lab down here. There's books all over the shelves. You got like little tubes full of liquid just running from one bottle to another. Give me a roll to see if you can identify this stuff, Frida.
okay. And I think I get a boon to that.
Yeah.
Well, these contraptions are quite complex, Frida. You're familiar with these?
Oh yes, I love these things. Look at them all. Did it? I rolled it. Did it?
Hold on a second. There we go.
There it is. I can't read it. There it is.
Yeah, so this is fake. This isn't even like snake oil, like weird mixtures that don't do much, like upstairs. This is literally like a prop. Everything here is like colored water and just liquids boiling for no reason. The books here are like boring general medical books. Some of them aren't even medical books or alchemy books. They're just other books. This is for show.
All this equipment is just going to waste. None of this is useful.
So you're saying this guy's a charlatan? Oh.
Yes. If that word means what I think it does, he's a liar.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
a fake.
Could you make use of this equipment?
Yeah, I could, but I don't think I can carry all of it. I have an alchemy kit. It's in my bag.
Yeah, while you guys are talking about that, Mike, that's the boy's name. I don't think I said it. It's called Mite. He goes to the back wall and pushes it, and it swings open. It's a false wall. And behind it is a descending passage.
This leads to the city, I assume?
Yeah, there's a passage here that goes to Otrix's real laboratory, and then past that, the city.
His real lab. Why wouldn't he keep his real lab here in the basement? Is it not safe here?
We should look at the real lab.
He has some things he likes to keep secret. I've seen some stuff coming in that, the side door.
Well, I'm game to go down if Amir and Frida, if you are.
I definitely want to look at the real.
No offense, you guys, but when you're in there, I'm closing this up and pretending I never met you.
I was going to suggest the same.
Yeah, and will we be able to get back out this way easy enough, or?
You can open it from in there.
Okay.
I'm not going to leave it open.
I will be honest, I'm not a big fan of going underground. Last time we did it, it ended in a pretty brutal and bloody battle. The clear open sky above my head is far preferred, but let's go.
All right.
I'll be with you, Pansy. Don't worry.
Well, you guys head into the passageway, and as soon as you are in, Might seals up the wall behind you, and you are in the dark underground. At which point, we are going to take an early break.
Okay.
All right.
If nobody objects, because it's time to do that for me.
Works for me.
Yeah. Thanks, anyone who's watching. Nobody's in the chat tonight, but we'll see everyone in 10 minutes. Be back soon. So, welcome back. We have just gone into the tunnels underneath the place, Croxton's Curatives. It's pretty dark. Does anyone have a light source?
Like pitch dark, or are we able to see with like twilight sight?
There's
Rita
a little.
got that lantern last session, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I have my new lantern.
If you have twilight sight, you can see well enough. There's little bits, especially up here by the fake wall that just closed. There's little bits of light seeping through that. And down ahead, there may be more light if you get near this laboratory that you've been told about. But for here, in between, it's pretty dang dark.
Okay.
I can't see. Can you see, Frida? Amir?
I
It's
can
awfully
see
dark in
some,
here.
but I'll put the lantern on if you guys think it's a good idea.
Yeah, go ahead, light it up. Let's see what
Okay.
we're dealing with.
I also have flint and steel. I can't wait to use it. So I'll light that up.
Well, I have a horn I would love to blow, but I don't want to announce our presence just yet.
Yeah, maybe some other time.
All right.
So yeah, I'll make sure my shield and kukri are resting comfortably.
Okay.
Prepared.
I'll be behind Amir. I'm the healer.
I would imagine. I would imagine Amir to be the one in front. Yes.
He is our shield, literally. A shield.
And yeah, I think I'll slowly start leading the way down.
Great. So, as you get down the tunnel a little way, you see a side passage. Not really a passage, but an opening in the side of the passage. And it looks like this is the real laboratory. They're just like above, there are all these glass tubes and stuff with chemicals in them. But down here you also see human body parts and all sorts of weird, like, surgical instruments.
I think I'll look over to Frida real quick. And are the body parts normal for what you do?
Not for what I do. I usually try to keep them attached. So can I try to determine what might be going on?
Well, before we get to that, I want to ask you guys, do you think you were trying to move quietly down this tunnel, or were you just sort of trumping up?
Is moving quietly in heavy armor even a thing?
Depends on the dice.
Frida usually tries to go quiet when new situations arise, but she was also carrying a lantern, so...
Yeah,
I mean, I'll roll to be quiet if I can.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give... hold on a second. Where is the equipment? It was page 46, right? No, that's made up. There it is. So what kind of armor do you have?
Heavy.
All right. Yeah, I'll just give you a bane to stealth.
I kind of cringe every time you take a step since I'm kind of sneaky. Like, great. They're going to hear us.
2.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's a 2. So as you are looking in, and the first thing you see, other than what I've already described, is a man at work at the table, bent over some sort of gelatin-covered skeleton with like glowing tubes and gaskets all over it. And then, as you're looking in, a separate skeleton pops around the corner, looks you right in the face, and goes, "Hello."
Greetings.
Yeah. Otrix Craxton is the man that you see, and he will look up and go, "What? You can't be down here! This is delicate work! Be gone!"
Well, I won't bump you. I'll leave you to what you're doing. I just had a few questions.
Frida will peek out and go, "Yeah, we're not bothering anything."
You're bothering me! Behold my true genius, the power of the weird matter. And he's gonna, like, turn a knob, and this skeleton that he's covered with goo on the table is going to jerk upright and come at you.
Oh, it's necromancy. I don't like necromancy.
Okay.
Well, we weren't going to disturb you, but now you forced our hand.
Well, he doesn't want you to get away.
Oh, did we look like we were running?
Yep, he's a bad guy. I don't know if you knew.
We couldn't. Because we didn't figure that out yet.
This is unpleasant. His friendly skeleton goes, "Oh no! Oh, bastard! Must we kill them? They've just come to say hello." But yeah, the skeleton comes up and gets up and starts to come towards you. But players go first here, so go ahead and in any order you wish, take your actions.
Is the skeleton between myself and the construction or construct?
So yeah, I'll give you the name, even though it hasn't really come up in the conversation. The friendly skeleton is named Hesper. So he's not blocking you, but he is closer to you than the construct, yes.
Okay. I guess I'll move towards the threatening guy and jab at him with my kukri.
Go for it. Roll that attack. That's a
4.
hit. So you take a strike off of this creature, but it has some more strikes to lose. Anyone else?
I have to put a lantern down or away, I think. So I think I would probably be slower than Tansy
Okay.
at this point. So I'll go last.
And when you hit this thing, Amir, and you take a strike off of it, you see this goo, this weird matter, sort of seal up over the area that you hit, and even the bone underneath that you chipped with your blade fills in.
Oh.
So the thing here is you're only going to actually be able to harm this creature with a confirmed crit or magic, which I'm pretty sure none of you have magic.
Can I weave
Not
an
the
arrow?
right kind. Oh, actually, that's not true.
What was that, Tansy?
I was going to say, can I weave an arrow past a mirror and get a shot off on the construct?
Sure.
As I see a mirror kind of like lunge and move with his strike when he makes the opening, I drop it.
Ooh. If you can confirm it.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Here it comes. Oh, oof.
Yeah. That's rough.
The arrow just passes right through it. That little squishy noise of the hole closes. Okay.
Sorry.
You know what I'm gonna do though? Since even though you hit, it couldn't be hurt, I'm actually gonna count both Amir and Tansy's attacks as failures and give you karma for them.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
The construct is considered undead.
Yeah. I'd consider
Holy
it.
light it is.
Alrighty.
Oh.
That sounds like textbook holy light usage.
So I can either heal or damage. This I will do damage.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure that I attack one strike.
Yeah, I think it's going to be free.
Okay.
So 4 or higher.
This is just one dice, though, right?
Yes.
I have not done magic yet, so.
Well, no, I'm sorry. With is technically a miracle, but what you do is you choose how many dice you are rolling, 1 to 3.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It has been so long.
If you roll a 1, then it's an automatic failure unless you take spellburn. But with this creature in particular, you will also fail on a 2.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll roll 3.
Let me roll his resistance first.
Go
and
ahead.
then you can roll to see if you beat it. So he's going to get 3 to resist. So you got a meter beat on a 6.
Okay. Here goes.
You decide 1, 2, or 3 dice to roll.
All right. So, she's gonna clap her hands up in the air and take this, demon. Dang it.
You can't spend karma on magic, but you can use the hero die.
Yeah. The hero die would let me re-roll just one of them, though, right?
Yeah.
Or would it let me do all 3?
Just 1.
I'll save the hero die.
It's like you raised your hands in the air, and the construct don't care.
I need to practice more.
So Amir takes a swipe at this thing, hits it to no effect. Tansy completely misses with the arrow. In fact, Autrix ducks as the arrow gets really too close to him. And Frida tries to call the holy light, but it is just resisted by this thing's incredible power. And you hear Autrix just cackling with glee as his creation is just immune to all of the harm you're trying to deal to it. It's now going to take a couple of swinging fist attacks at Amir. It does get 2 attacks. I keep reaching for real dice, but we're using the dice roller. I'm going to do that instead. Here it goes for the first one. That's a miss. And its second attack. It does hit this time, but you can roll an armor save.
Right. And that's just a single dice, right?
Yes, unless something on your sheet says otherwise.
No. That's a save.
You save on a 3?
Yep, with the shield.
Outstanding. So it takes a swipe. One of its fists just misses you, probably because it's off balance from everything that you guys just did to it. The other one you just catch on your shield. It goes thong, resounds through the room, and you hear Hesper go, "Ooh, that's loud."
You are a friendly skeletal type.
Friendlier than most. All right, back to you guys. Autrix is doing nothing except trying to get away.
Oh, is he trying to leave?
Yeah, he's like hiding behind stuff and looking for an opening to get past you guys and get out.
Okay. All right, well, I'll take another swing at the construct here.
Okay. Ooh.
Nice.
Yay, that's a crit. All right. So, text is unclear, but I'm calling it 2 strikes.
Okay.
Because it would be on a normal crit, and it doesn't say otherwise. So, you have dealt 2 strikes to this creature. Now, with a confirmed crit, you can keep rolling and see if you add more strikes.
Oh, okay. Now that should have been a single dice for a confirm.
Yeah, I was about to say I counted it, and I'm not going to retcon it, but it should be a single dice to confirm.
So no further.
No, okay. So you could spend karma to make it higher, but you've already dealt some damage here, so you certainly don't have to.
No, I'll be happy with what I've got for now.
Yeah. All right. Who's next?
It's backpedaling. I'm gonna try and spike it again.
Awesome.
Let's go, buddy. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
I get close.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. That's another 2. Can you make it 3? Boom!
Ooh.
Tansy, you drop. Whoa! Whoa!
Does that roll over to Otrix or whatever his name is?
Exactly that. I was just gonna say, you shoot this arrow right into the hole that Amir just made in this thing's skull, basically. And as Amir has hit it, he's been sort of cutting open the weird matter, which is this weird magical stuff that has been healing the bones when it gets hurt. But you managed to shoot right through the opening and hit the actual skull. You go right in through the mouth and out the back of the skull. So the thing not only collapses to the ground, the arrow pings off the ceiling, because I imagine it was an upward shot for you, pings off the ceiling and falls and stabs Otrix in the foot. He is nailed to the floor.
Well.
Ah! What's wrong with you?
That'll teach you to play with dead bodies.
Oh, they've got you there, sir.
What do you think you're doing?
I am doing science. This was important work. You've just destroyed my important work. Who even are you? Why are you here?
You shouldn't send dead bodies to kill people you don't even know.
Well, you shouldn't trespass in someone's house.
We were looking for you.
This doesn't look like your house.
Well, it's kind of attached to my basement, and this is my laboratory.
Well, I mean, you started it. We just came down the stairs and you were like, here, fight my pet.
Yeah, what do you want? Why are you here?
Well, you seem to have a cure, but also you seem to be a part of the problem.
The disease? I'm not part of that problem. I'm healing people. I'm selling the cure.
Hmm.
What are you talking about?
What about the vermin?
What about the vermin? Who told you about the vermin?
I can smell them. See this nose?
Now, to be clear, are you saying vermin or vermin?
Is there a
Never
difference?
mind.
That went over her head.
Okay.
Like, literally and figuratively.
Vermin as in rat, or are we talking something else? Vermin. Are they man-like?
Well, they're kind of rat people.
Rats.
Listen, I'll make you a deal. A vial of the cure for each of you, if you help me get back upstairs and simply leave.
No.
Yeah, I don't like that deal.
There needs to be a cure for everybody in the city.
There isn't that much. Do you know how many people are in this city?
Well, there won't be many left without the
When
cure.
When
There
are...
has to be a way.
Look, I can only make as much as I can make, okay?
What are the ingredients? We can help find them.
That is a trade secret, and you are not welcome to it.
I'm gonna walk up and slap him with my goblin hands.
Roll an attack.
If you know these,
Yeah, you slapped the taste out of his mouth. He's like, "What? What the hell?
That is enough. You're supposed to be a healer, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
I am a
Also-
businessman and a scientist.
I'm going to turn to Hesper. I don't suppose you know what it is we need in order to make this antidote.
A detailed scientific background.
I will point to Frida.
Oh, do
I have that.
Well, good for you. I'm sure you can figure it out. He's always smiling. He's a skeleton.
well, if you have a cure for this plague, then maybe you know the cause of the plague?
Tansy, go ahead and roll to see if you can keep this guy talking at this point.
There's no boon to that because I am not a communicator.
He's just gonna mutter under his breath. Everything was going fine. I don't know who you are or how you found your way down here. Who even are you guys?
I'm gonna shake my bow at him, which gives me a boon to social, and say, "Answer Tansy's question."
We came to help Lord Wellington Hamston.
Wilmington?
Wellington.
You don't even know his name.
Wilmington.
He's
Well,
dead
the
anyway.
kid was coughing.
Well, he was coughing. He's dead.
We
Well, if
know.
you had
That's his arm over there.
What?
His family donated the cadaver for my research.
My bet.
Of course.
How is it you let him die if you have the cure?
I was not there when he fell ill. He balked at the price, and after his first dose, which did cure him, he got reinfected and would not pay again. He wanted to blame me for the fact that he let infected people into his home.
But if it's a
I
cure,
was perfectly willing to sell him another dose. It was him that wasn't willing to buy it.
The cure is supposed to cure people, not let them get sick again.
When you take the cure, you cease to have the infection. It does not make you immune.
sorry, Sam.
Well, so you don't know where this plague came from then either?
I don't.
No. I'm gonna walk up, grab him by the hair, and just like stick my tongue down his throat, and then say, "Oh, my bad. I'm sick."
That was strange. Please leave.
My mentor said you shouldn't do that to people.
Are you talking to me or him?
Him.
Okay,
Sorry.
listen. I agree. Please go. You've already shot me in the foot and broken my work. I don't know what else you want to do.
Here, let me
Want
have
to
my.
kill people.
I'll take my arrow back, but I'm gonna give it a little. As I work it out of the
All right.
Cure that, you crazy coot.
Sir, would you
Is there
like some
any
help with your
obvious-
foot? Vesper stalks over and starts trying to help him. What was that, Chris?
Are there any obvious like books or anything down here that we might be able to grab?
Yeah, I was going to
Um,
ask if I could find notes maybe that he might have taken.
Yeah, if you want to try to search, even though he's going to be in here and yelling at you, you can roll for that. I think Amir, you can roll for it. Frida can roll for it with a boon.
Okay, I'll let Frida have at it.
I don't know if that's enough.
I'll say you need a 4 on this.
I'll throw a karma at it.
All right. So yeah, he is yelling at you. He's like, "Stop going through my stuff," but he's not really in a position to do anything about it. And you find a page of notes of his, and you realize that what he's been doing is getting dead bodies from the people who've died in town, and he takes some of the stronger ones. He has a deal with the lady at the cemetery who brings him some of the bodies. He keeps some for his own experiments here, but there are others that he is trading to the vermin for the cure. And I say roll again, 1 die. If you get a 3 or higher, I think you're able to figure out what the vermin are using them for based on these weird scribblings.
Okay.
It seems like at least what the paper says, what Otrix thinks, is that they're using the bodies of dead humans to make more vermin. They're somehow using their magic to reanimate and mutate these bodies to reproduce their own people.
Okay. Guys, I think they're using the dead bodies, the vermin, not the vermin. No, the vermin are using the dead bodies to procreate.
Oh my.
Oh, that sounds horrifying.
Yeah, they say goblins are gross.
Well, being taught to read common. Sorry, Frida, that you had to read that. That sounds terrible.
I'll have to pray a lot to get that out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't, even from, with the 5 that you rolled, I'll give you the sort of last piece of information on this paper, which is that even though he's pretty sure they're using the bodies to create more vermin, he doesn't know why they're down there in the first place. He doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You betray your own people for money.
What do you mean betray? I'm not betraying him. I'm selling people who are already dead. In order to get the means to save those who still live.
You're getting paid in both directions. You're taking advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how money is made. I should not be compensated for my work. I'm saving lives.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of bodies.
Well, I can't save everyone. No one can.
Especially
it looks like you're not trying very hard.
And especially you said the cure doesn't actually cure, it just prolongs the person's life. They get sick again? Is that
if
how
they're
I'm
going
understanding that?
You can be reinfected, but it is a cure.
Well, then maybe you should give people the cure and let them leave the city.
That is not my decision. I'm not the one who locked this place down.
Who did then?
The governor. Ruling council. Not me. I'm just a businessman.
Are they infected or have they Sorry, Frida, go ahead.
No. I wonder what the governor will have to say when he finds out about what this hole in the ground. I'm going to throw a book at him.
Okay, roll an attack. You just keep abusing this man.
She's not happy with him.
Crit.
Nice.
Confirm that.
I will put the arrow back in your foot.
Okay, so he goes right before, actually, as you're picking up the book, he yells, "Hesper, now!" And the skeleton picks him up and starts to run out the door. And then you throw the book and knock Otrix unconscious in Hesper's arms. And Hesper runs with the unconscious guy out the door and up the tunnel to his house.
Like upstairs to the house.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I was starting to like that skeleton, but I guess he's too loyal to... Anyway.
Yeah.
We'll have to tell the governor later. I think we need to...
Stop the vermin?
Yeah, probably.
Especially if they are using dead bodies to procreate. That's against nature. And, you know, I like nature.
Yeah, I'm pretty fond of it too.
Yeah. Are you guys heading down the tunnel then?
All three of us.
All right.
Don't forget the lantern.
The lantern. Well, she won't forget that lantern. She's waiting a long time for that.
All right. So you come out of the tunnel into this area where it's like cliffs hanging over a big drop into nothingness. But more or less, like right as you exit the narrower tunnel, you are suddenly accosted by these creatures. They're like little humanoids, really hunched over, cloaked, hooded, with rat snouts peeking out of their hoods. And one of them's going to yell, "Intruders, get them!" And they are all rushing you. So, 3 of you, 6 of them.
Okay.
Intrude this. Oh.
Yeah, I guess I'll step into melee and start swinging with my kukri.
All right. Quick question.
My arrow flew wide.
Who's holding the lantern?
I am holding the lantern.
Okay. All right, roll that
There's a
attack. Oh, let me hide the map. You probably already rolled it, didn't you?
I was thinking what we need to do is like build you a backpack with a pole on it, and you can hang the lantern like above your head.
Yeah, I'll be able to use my
look at the mirror go.
my small crossbow. I'll be all right.
Moly.
Oh, and then he rolls a 1.
Okay, these are single strike creatures. You've just killed 3 of them.
And you're just like,
Took out half of them.
That was
I find
incredible.
vermin necks fit nicely around the kukri's curve.
Yeah. Now there is an ability in this game that lets you like cleave through enemies. Nobody in the party has it, so I don't feel like I'm taking anything away from anyone by letting you do it with that roll. But yeah, you you managed to stab right through 3 of them with a single stroke. Who's next? You see,
I missed with my arrow shot. Yeah.
Copy.
I'll have a small crossbow that I can use.
Okay.
No boon or anything for that one.
Okay, you kill another one. So 4 of 6 are now dead. You see the other 2 are terrified. They're going to turn to try and run away. They were already wary of the lantern. And then Amir killed 3 guys with 1 swing, and Frida shot another one. So these guys are just in full retreat at this point. Screaming and running away. Do you want to let them run away, or do you want to try and chase them down?
I'll I'm gonna try and shoot one in the back as he's running away, as best I
Okay.
can. Hopefully. Oh, finally.
And I'll try to get the other one, unless Amir is right there on his tail.
No confirmation. They're dead.
They're dead.
I mean,
They got no attacks. You guys cleaned them up. The only turn they had, they spent running away and dying. So goodbye, those guys. But their shrieks were heard throughout this cavern. You can hear some answering voices and a rising cacophony as whatever is in here is alerted.
Well, so much for a quiet entry.
Yeah. So you can see that you guys need to get across this area here where there are all these sort of high walkways over this, as far as you can see, bottomless chasm.
Is it still dark enough that we need the lantern, or do they have some of their own lighting going on?
You are going to need the lantern.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just slowly pick our way through the place. The of the 6 that we downed, they didn't happen to have any like potions on them.
You know what? Roll a d20.
Oh yeah, I've still got my morning healing potion I could give to Frida.
11.
11. Okay. If you're going to go through the bodies, you're actually going to find a collection of rings and necklaces and bracelets. They're not worth very much, but these are clearly the personal items of several people.
Okay.
Oh, the townspeople.
Yeah, not clear whether these are stolen or whether these vermin might be the reanimated bodies of some of those people who still had their stuff.
Oh, I forgot that was even an option.
So did I.
Like, oops.
For the reminder,
Don't know if
Frida
we
will
can
look
break
real closely at one of them then and just kind of poke.
This is a horrible conglomeration of rat and man. Like I said, fully like crooked, hunchback, heads jutting forward, beady little eyes, fleshy rat tails. They're just gross, patchy fur, stuck together, filthy, covered in blood, and not all of it is from the fight just now because it's like dried. These are fucked up little weird monsters.
We'll wipe her hand off on her coat.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we could save them from whatever curse that changed them, I don't think they'd want to be.
Following the wrong goddess.
Well, there's no saving them because remember they were dead before they were turned into these
Yeah,
rat people.
yeah.
We need
Just the
Yeah.
bodies that are being used.
Okay.
All right, so I had this little map up. You are going to have to cross these walkways to get to the next area in order to progress. Going further along this big one will result in getting nowhere. You can see the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll just pick our way slowly and carefully across the walkways.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Down into the
Fighting as
area.
necessary, yeah.
Do you think, if you're heading sort of south here, you're going to get to this area where it splits into 3 routes? Do you think you would go right, left, or center from your perspective facing down? I guess, well, let's keep it simple. Looking at the map, left, center, or right, which way would you go?
Amir says, I've often found following the right path to be the wrong idea. I suggest we go left.
That makes an interesting sort of sense. Sure.
Okay, well, always found that the right path was the right way, but I guess let's go left. I've been outvoted.
Underground, I can usually find a place to hide. That's really all that matters.
Yeah, So, I mean, you guys can see well enough to see that these paths all rejoin. They go to the same place. It's just a matter of which one you want to take. So as you're moving to the left, which from... I guess you're taking this direction, which is right as we look at it, but left from your character's perspective. Not sure. Yeah. Okay.
I think, yeah.
Not super important, but you would have to make a choice. You're going left. You suddenly hear like a shriek of another sort of vermin voice, and someone comes swinging at you on a rope. You can't see what the rope is attached to, something up above in the darkness, and this verman just comes in with a big club, and he's gonna take a swipe at you, Amir. Yeah, I'm gonna roll that. Let me get this map out of the way. So
don't do it.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's a hit. You're gonna need to make a 4+ strength roll. You'll get a boon to this because it's a strength task, or you fall off. All right, you made it, but you know that this creature was trying to push you off.
Can I use that 6 if I confirm it? To grab him, like catch him.
Yes, if you sacrifice your turn in the next round.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Go ahead, try to confirm it. You can spend up on that.
I'm going to spend Carpa on that.
Great. Yeah, you catch this guy. He goes to push you off, and instead of going off, you just catch him.
Okay.
He's like,
right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You guys are normally going first, but they caught you by surprise. So here comes another one. This one's going for Amir again. That's a hit. Make that strength roll. All right. So you will not be able to catch 2 of them.
No.
But this guy hits you and bounces off. There's another one coming for Frida.
Wow.
Okay.
no.
So they're not dealing damage to you with these hits. They're just trying to push you off. So roll a strength throw to see if you can stay on. Good. You passed. And one more coming for Tansy. Woo!
Wow.
The dice are hot tonight.
Gravy.
Yeah. So try and stay on the pathway here, Tansy.
Ah.
All right. So
Sweat on my brow. Yeah.
there's 3 of these guys just sort of swinging around on ropes. They hit you and bounced off all of you. And then there's another one that is in Amir's grasp. So Amir took his turn to do that. Frida and Tansy, what will you do now?
Well, I guess I'll shoot one of them that's hanging there.
Yeah,
Okay.
they just like bump into us and swing away a little bit to swing back at us, I guess.
Yeah, they're planning to swing back on the next turn.
Right. But I'll do what Frida does once she's done.
That's a miss.
I was too surprised.
Yeah, that's wild. You're trying to keep your balance. There's rats bumping into you.
All right, 1 arrow shot coming up, hopefully.
Woo!
Oh, but I get a karma back for that.
Oh yes, let me give you that. And Tansy, you kill one. There's no point confirming the crit because they only have 1 hit point or 1 strike, and you can't kill 2 of them with 1 arrow. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Here's your karma. All right. So it is their turn again. There's one in Amir's grasp and two more still swinging. One of them is going to swing at Frida. I think it's... Yeah, go ahead and roll a strength roll to stay up.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, you are going over the side. You can get a miraculous save here to catch yourself before you fall into the darkness.
Okay. Is that enough?
No, you.
Can I do... I'm sorry.
You don't have enough karma to make that a 6. Is that what you need for a miraculous save?
I think I know. I need a 5 for a miraculous.
Okay, so you could spend 2 karma to make it a 5.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. I am 80% sure Scotty has told us in play that you can't spend karma on a miraculous save, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't say that in the book. So I'm saying you can.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not going to disagree.
Yeah. All right. You catch yourself. You're now hanging off the edge of the walkway. Here comes another one going for Tansy.
oh no!
Hey, shit.
Oh.
He is not dealing damage though, so you just get shoved real hard. Go ahead and roll me a strength check to stay up. You did fine. And then the guy that Amir is holding is gonna just try and let's do an opposed roll with you'll get a boon because it's strength. He's just trying to break out of your grasp. Yeah, I think you keep holding him. Back to you guys.
Get a mirror. Squeeze the guy. I mean, choke the life out of him. I mean,
I was gonna say I was just gonna fall on top of him,
okay.
try and
So, yeah.
pin him there.
Roll that as an attack.
Smash
4.
the life out of him.
Yeah, he's dead.
Squash.
So
Now you have
this-
to clean your armor.
Yeah, this whole couple of rounds has been very quick. You know, you just catch this guy or you get bumped into by another guy. There's other people swinging around you. Then you fall down and crush this dude.
I'd like to try to get myself up the cliff or whatever
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, you're able to do that just by moving up. No problem.
Okay.
And then you may take an action.
Ouch.
Well, I guess... Are they still up trying to swing back down again at us?
Yes. 2 of them.
Okay. I will try to shoot one with my crossbow. There we go.
Yeah, you kill one.
I love Amir body slamming the dude.
That's great.
Oh, I'm going to try and hit an arrow as well. Oh. Do I need a 4 to hit? If so,
No,
I'll spend
3 hits.
karma. Okay, 3 hits.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're all dead now. You've killed the 4 of them.
I just got this Looney Tune scene where this flat, like 2-dimensional goblin is now stuck to your chest here. I'm sorry. Sleep deprivation is taking a toll.
Yeah, I guess I'll stand up and start like brushing him off of me.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he didn't like squelch or anything, but you broke his bones, his neck probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we need to be more cautious. That was close.
Yeah. This music that I've got playing is getting a little silly.
I'll walk over and kind of like pat Frida on the back. It's like, are you okay? Karma looked a little thin there.
Met the goddess for real that time.
Your hit points are looking a little thin.
Are they? Did I take hit point loss?
No.
No.
I'm not. I don't see any strikes for her on the screen.
No, these guys weren't dealing damage. They were just trying to push you off.
Okay. I just don't see her green blobules next to her on the screen.
Those are the
No,
karma.
no.
She spent them all.
Okay, never mind. I'm losing my brain. Never mind.
Yeah,
Like you said,
No, we
The
have
little-
the band-aids.
The crossed band-aids are your
I know. Good gracious. I'm just.
Thanks for looking out for me, though.
I'm fading. I apologize.
No worries.
No worries. No
All good.
worries.
I'm like,
But
yeah, your health
with-
is gone.
with that, you are able to finish making your way across. You find your way to this, what looks like this underground city, what Mike was describing to you. Let me read you what it says about it. Oh, rolled the wrong direction. So this is a temple to Izuma, which is the rat god. And there are all sorts of weird rituals taking place here. It's a big temple complex, and you are not... Ooh, excuse me. You are not welcome here. There's a lot of vermin rolling around. Priests, they are like the vermin that you saw before with the hooded robes, but these are like they're dyed purple.
Good color.
Yeah. So, you are going to have to get to the center of the temple, essentially, to find the source of this plague. Because that seemed, from the chanting that you can hear, it seems like that's where the big, important rituals are happening.
And these structures, are they just mostly rock, or?
Yes, they are stone structures. You guys right now are kind of at the edge of the temple complex. You have as of yet not been seen by any of the vermin inhabiting this place. Excuse me. So it is possible, perhaps, for you to get into this temple and sneak down without being seen. Fighting a city full of these guys, maybe not the best idea.
Can I sneak ahead and try and scout a path that I could lead the other two through safely?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's have you go ahead and roll for that.
And sneaky is just an inclination, so...
Yeah, you can get a boon for it.
Okay. It is, yeah, not an... I'm thinking aspect. It's an inclination. So yes, boon. Thank you. Gracious.
I think with that, you are able to find a path to the temple that you could safely lead even your big clanky elf friend along without too much risk.
Right. So I scurry ahead, find a nice path, and then I kind of come back, and I'm like standing at the edge of their vision. I'm like,
Yeah.
That means let's go, Amir.
Okay.
So you're able to follow Tansy through the temple complex to the main temple in the center, and getting inside. At first, you see sort of a big, empty, like sanctuary room, but there are passages going down, stairways going down to like sub basements under this temple. As you go along these stairways, you see little hallways and side rooms where there are more vermin harvesting human bodies that must be the ones that Otrix was giving them. And you are able to observe as they use their sort of weird alchemy and magic to convert a dead body into a new vermin. And whatever weird chanting they're doing and chemicals they're using, I'm actually going to ask Rita and Tansy to roll a check, see if you can figure out any sort of angle on what it is they're doing. I'm giving this to Tansy just because of her connection to nature.
Okay. Is this like an alchemy thing for me or like a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she gets a boon and I do not on that. Okay.
Right.
Let me roll that up. Oof.
All right. So, yeah, Frida... here, Tansy, I'll give you a karma for that. Frida, with your alchemy, what you are able to figure out is that this weird substance they're putting into these bodies, it seems like it would definitely screw up the bodies. Like, it might mutate them, even though they're dead. It might cause, like, blistering and changes to the muscles and stuff. But the fact that they're coming back to life is the part that the alchemy can't explain. And you suspect that their ritual is maybe channeling some of the life force of their rat god into these bodies in order to finish turning them into the vermin.
Okay.
But this is all being observed like sort of through a crack in a door, and you guys are able to continue down to the center of the temple. At which point you find a statue of a gigantic rat. And you see their high priest, who is addressed by one of the other vermin as Vile Brew, Spewmaster. And he is the one in the center. You see him mixing chemicals. He's got a big, like, full-on, like, witch's cauldron and all sorts of little bottles and, like, ceramic vials. And he's making something foul down there. All these chemicals that you've seen elsewhere that they're using on the bodies, you're guessing he's probably the one mixing them.
Can I try to sneak up on him and bash him with my shield?
I think it is not believable that you could do that. You'd have to... You guys are looking into like a big sort of sanctuary area, and you'd have to cross it with a bunch of vermin in the room. There's nothing for you to hide behind. Yeah, I didn't really describe it before, but that's what it is.
Is it possible for Tansy and I, or maybe Amir, maybe to grab a couple from an adjacent room, and then Tansy and I to dress up
as vermin?
Like them. Are we too big?
No.
Are we in them?
You guys might be, if anything, a little small. You might be able to pass yourselves off. So it would be difficult to do that without attracting the attention of everyone else, though. Because they'll yell.
Would have to be... They are loud.
You can try it, or you can enter this room and try and stop what's happening here. What is happening here is that this cauldron where Vile Brew Spewmaster has been mixing all of these chemicals together, it turns into an ooze, like a green-black, bilious ooze, similar to what the rat up on the street spit out after Tansy shot it with an arrow. In fact, it is exactly the stuff that got all over you guys and infected you when the rat exploded.
Oh.
And he's made a huge cauldron of it, and he's starting to work a pump that is pumping this ooze through a pipe, through a hose, towards the big statue in the center. And the other sort of Ratman priests or Verman priests are sort of doing a ritual chant as he does this.
So they're all pretty much preoccupied in the room, though.
They are, but they're in a circle, so some, no matter how you go, some of them are going to see you when you enter.
Yeah.
And
What do you
did
think
you say
about
we're
them?
above them? I apologize. We're slightly above them.
No, you're at their level.
We're at their level. Okay.
What about putting an arrow through the main? Through Mr.
Brewmeister?
Brewery. Witchy guy.
Spewmaster.
Viewmaster.
Well, I could try that if you want me to. My boon on
You can try it.
the attack.
Something I was thinking of. I have a pot of grease, and they didn't seem to like the light. If I threw the grease at the statue, would you guys be able to light it?
Hit it with a flaming arrow.
We probably... That's a bigger target, really.
Okay, let's do that then. Yeah, grease that thing down. I'll tie a little bit of cloth, into the arrow and light it with some of that
And
grease.
I've got some oil in the lamp that we could also use to light the tips of arrows.
Okay.
So this will be rolled, because it's not strength, it just does single dice.
Correct. So you're throwing for the statue, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, you do well. You hit the thing and oil spills all over it. I'm going to have you roll again. If you get a 6 on this, you're going to get something extra. Too bad. So you only get the statue. But you have also now revealed yourself. You've come into the room and thrown a bottle of grease at a statue that they're all worshiping. So when you do that, Vile Brew suddenly starts frantically working the pump even faster than he was before. He's desperate to get this ooze onto the statue.
Okay. My flaming arrow shoots through the air at the grease splotch.
Ah.
Oh,
Woo!
do it, Tansy.
Yeah, try and confirm that.
Oh.
No dice.
I'll spin 2 karma to confirm it.
Okay. The statue bursts into flames pretty easily. And wow. That's it. It's on fire. And everyone is going nuts. Frida, what do you got?
I was gonna, and since Tansy did such a good shot, shoot my flaming arrow right at Mr. Spewface.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is with my little crossbow, so it's just 1 dice. Ooh, I get a karma back.
Like,
Yeah.
doink.
I don't know where that went.
I
could use my hero die now.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could use your hero die, or I could give you a karma. It's up to you.
I'll use my hero die.
Okay.
That's better.
Now that's a hit.
I cross my fingers.
Yeah. So the fire on the statue breaks down the hose apparatus that was shooting or about to shoot this ooze all over the statue. And some of the ooze sort of sprays onto Vile Brew Spewmaster, and then when Frida, when you hit him with a flaming arrow, he is now on fire and shrieking. Because the stuff that got on him is flammable, highly flammable. This is not the right music. Let's do some of this. There we go. And you guys are now going to die. They're coming at you. There's six vermin in here, plus Spewmaster. So Spewmaster is... Yeah, so Spewmaster is pumping the pump. He is going to spend his turn just doing that for now, even though he is on fire. And he is going to take a strike from your arrow and a strike from the fire. All right. And then we're going to have 2 of these other vermin coming for each of you. And I'm going to roll both attacks at the same time, but this isn't a boon. This is just 2 different attacks. For Amir, okay, one hits you and the other crits. Go ahead and, well, let me try and confirm the crit. No. So they're 2 hits. Roll an armor save for each one.
No. Negative.
Okay. That's 2 strikes to you, sir. Click. And here comes 2 attacks for Tansy. 1 hit, roll an armor save.
Save on a 5.
That's a save. No
Nice.
damage. And 2 more come for Frida. That's a possible crit. That's not a crit, but it is a hit. Roll an armor save.
Okay.
That's damage, right?
That is damage, yeah. I have to roll a 5.
All right. Back to you guys. As your turn begins... Oh, it's got dark where you are.
Yeah, I can fix that real fast.
Okay, well, someone
forgot
else
to
go
change
first.
The battery.
As it's becoming your turn, you see that Spewmaster has finished pumping this goo. It sprays all over the statue. And there is an explosion. It's flammable stuff. The machine doesn't like it. But the statue starts to move.
I'm going to hand Amir my +2 healing potion. He can get 2 strikes back if he drinks it as a free action.
Thank you.
Copy that. Here you go. All right.
And then I guess I will attack a guy close to me, or I'll move up to a guy and attack them. Are they using melee attacks, or are they fighting with ranged weaponry?
They are using melee attacks, and now that Spewmaster has finished his attack, he is on fire, also going to turn towards you. And when it's his turn again, he's going to attack you guys as well. And the statue is now moving.
Statue's moving.
Yeah. When he got this gunk onto it, it came to life.
Oh. A little bit of Conan. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just attack the closest guy to me.
Okay. Ooh, possible crit. He's dead.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, so you killed one guy. Pansy?
I still get to fire, even though I did the handoff of a potion.
Yeah, handing something I don't think counts as an
Okay,
action.
all right.
He can
Since
drink
these
it
guys
for
are like
free.
right in front of me, I kind of want to sidestep and try and hit the Spewmaster, the flaming guy.
Okay. Go for
If
it.
I can make that maneuver and get a shot off.
You have missed.
Can I spend 1 karma? Would that be enough to hit him?
Yes, it would.
Okay, so I'll spend 1.
Sorry, So many little buttons. Okay. So that is going to be a hit. And he goes down a point. Rita, your turn.
You're
You're
muted.
muted. Good job, guys.
Okay. There's some right in front of me and some further away.
Yeah, there's two right up in melee range of you, and then the boss alchemist priest guy is also now a combatant, and so is the statue.
Okay. Well, she's kind of got her hands full with that lantern and the crossbow, so people in her face, or whatever they are. She's gonna shoot at Mr. Spew.
Okay.
That's it, right?
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay.
He is still up, though.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a tough guy. He's covered in all this weird alchemical machinery apparatus that's providing him bizarre strength and vitality. Yeah. That is you guys. Spewmaster is now going to rush towards, I guess, Frida, because you're the one that keeps shooting him. He's going to give you two...
Can I use checkmate to intercept him?
Yes. I think... Wait, can you use it right now, or do you have to wait for a hit?
It says free action. You can intercept foes before they reach a target near to you, and they cannot move away the next round without being punished.
Probably that. So yes, you can intercept him. So instead of that, instead of attacking Frida, he's going to attack you.
Okay.
Here comes two enhanced claw attacks. One, possibly a crit. That's a hit. You can roll an armor save for that.
Yep.
And the other one, also a hit.
Oh.
No save.
I'll use my last two karma there to bump it to 3 if I can.
You could use your karma or your hero die.
My karma, please.
Okay. There they go. Yeah, you save. A good call. You don't want to get hit by this guy. His claws are bad. Then the statue, Izuma's Herald, is going to stomp over towards Pansy. This thing is a big old stone rat statue, and it's on fire, but it's made of rock, so it doesn't matter. And it's got machines and stuff all over it. You can only hurt this thing with magic weapons, or a confirmed crit.
And squish.
Yeah, here come its two claw attacks.
It's my turn to get squished.
Yep, that's
Oh.
a crit on
Oh.
Tansy. There goes that. Go ahead and roll
So
an
that's-
armor save.
That's 3 hits. Oh my
No,
gosh.
just 2.
I need to- just 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to hand you one of my potions. You only have the one, right?
Yeah, I only have one at breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah. I get it at 3 in the
Give
morning.
you one of my potions.
Squeak, you gotta bail, buddy.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was the first of 2 attacks.
Yep.
Oh, crap.
Here
Yep,
comes
that's
the
what
other one.
Oh, shit.
That is also a hit. Roll an armor save.
Pansy's totally going down. Oof.
You
Save on a 5. Okay.
Okay, great. So you lived. This thing is bad news. It's a miracle that you're
survived.
alive. Yeah. Now there is, I believe, of the regular vermin, there's one on Amir, one on Tansy, and two on Frida still. So I'm gonna have one of them roll on Amir. That's a 3 armor save. Okay.
Yep.
Tansy, armor save. Okay. Frida, that's a miss, and roll an armor save for that one.
Okay. Ugh, gosh.
You're gonna take a strike.
I am.
All right.
All right, you guys are up.
And Frida, you gave me one of your healing potions because you have 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
gulp, gulp.
Okay, 2 strikes back for you.
And I will drink my last healing potion.
Okay,
Wait, knock it off, buddy. Go away.
2 strikes back for you. So you guys are somehow all back at full. But you only have 1 point of karma left between you all. So
Yeah.
Yeah, just for my failed save. Yeah. Anyway.
I guess I'll take a stab at not Spewface, but the other dude.
go for it. He is Gonzo. If you confirm that, I'll let you hit the spew face as well. Woo! You got him.
Nice.
All right. You have killed both of them.
Awesome.
Oh, excellent.
The guy, Spewmaster, was on fire already and burning to death because of it. So, yeah, the hits you've already gotten on him plus the fire, he's gone.
Sweet.
Which means Amir is now no longer in melee with anyone. Who's next?
All that's left is the statue.
Well, there's the statue, and you still have 3 of the regular rats. There's
3
one
little
fighting
guys.
you and 2 on Frida.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot one that's like on Frida.
Okay.
Try and get her slightly
Ooh,
protected.
you got one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
All right.
Legolas arrow.
Yeah. So I think you guys have enough problems with this statue. So I'm going to say with that confirmed crit, your arrow actually kills both of the ones on Frida.
Nice.
Okay.
So now you have the statue left, which is all, right in front of you, Tansy. And there's also the one remaining Verman, also melee with Tansy. So right now, Tansy is the only one in melee.
And I think I'm the only one with a magical weapon. My bow. So I'm going to switch weapons. I don't know if that's an action.
Just do it.
Just switch everything out.
Yeah.
And use my bow against that statue.
Okay. Roll that.
Good enough?
Let's see. Yes, that is good enough. You need a 4+ to hit this thing. You have hit
Okay.
it. And I'm going to tell you right now, it has 10 strikes. You reduced it to 9.
Do I have any karma over there? It's cut off on my screen.
You do not.
Okay.
Only one with karma is Mia. She has 1 point.
All right. And I'll back up, however far I can.
Okay. That's it. I think at this point, the fire on this thing burns out. But as the fire burns out, you see something new. Well, you see two things. One, some chemical sprayers that are attached to the statue fire up and start spraying weird chemicals out. And I'm going to roll a d4 to see how many of you it targets. All of you.
Oh, wow.
And one of the dead guys, apparently. And, whoa, what happened? There we go.
Yep. Okay.
Sorry about that. So yeah, you guys, please roll a miraculous save, or you are going to take a bane on the next round because you're being poisoned.
Can you use a karma to re-roll? Or the hero die, sorry, to re-roll?
Frida's already spent hers, but you could. Everyone's miraculous save is 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
No, mine is
contemplating.
Oh, yours is 5, but you're the one that got a 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I rolled a 6. I thought I rolled a 2. So I was actually fine without re-roll. That was dumb.
Yeah, you're.
No,
did you say that we could spend our karma on a miraculous save here, Steve? No, that's not.
Yeah, it is. I have done a search of the rulebook, and it does not say you can't.
I will use it to bump mine up to a 6 then.
There is, in fact, a section in the book that says, what can I not spend karma on? And miraculous saves is not there.
I was like,
All right.
yeah, get a karma or I'll burn it because I want to hit this thing.
Yeah. Now, you don't get karma on miraculous saves, though, because
That's right.
it's...
That's right, if you fail.
Yeah, you get it only for failing actions.
Right. Okay.
All right. So that's the start of its turn, and I said you saw two things about this creature now that the fire has gone out. The second thing you see is that now that the fire is not obscuring your view of it anymore, is that it has this glowing green gem embedded in one eye. And it will now make 2 attacks. It crits on a 5+. So it's going to take its first attack at Tansy, and then its second attack at Frida. That's a hit on Tansy.
Oop.
There
No
goes,
save.
There goes one of your band-aids. I have them labeled as hearts on my OBS thingy, and it's always confusing. I confuse myself because I don't use a heart picture for them. That's the attack for Frida. Roll an armor save for that.
Alright.
And there goes yours.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, back to you guys.
I would like to shoot at that gem if I can do that.
You can, but remember you have a Bane.
I have a Bane. So I had a boon and it just goes straight to Bane.
I think it's going to
None of
cancel
that
out.
weird
Yeah, so you just-
D&D weirdness. Or
No, I think your Boon and Bane just cancel each other out and you roll normally.
okay. Five.
Well, you hit the statue, but you do not successfully hit just the gem.
Okay.
And that's the magic bow that you used?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay, so you are going to deal another strike to it. Who's next?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Andy.
All right. There are still some vermin up, right? 3 of them, 2 of them.
No.
They're all gone. It's just the statue now.
Yeah, it's just the statue now. That's right.
Maybe you guys could trip it. Got some rope left?
Yeah, I do have some rope. I am going to try and put an arrow in it, though. No, not shooting at the gym, just maybe some of the mechanisms in its machinery.
Nope.
No.
No hit. I will give you a karma for that.
It's like a doink. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Mr.
Without-
Pain in the ass is...
Without magic, it's
Nice.
crits only.
So I want to step between the statue and whoever's closer to it,
Tansy is closer.
and jab at him with my useless kukri.
You never know.
Need more magic weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just have to confirm it.
Ah. And I don't have any karma to do anything with it.
Nope.
No.
But that's a fail, so now you do have a karma. There you go.
Good for next round.
Yeah. If you guys live that long.
Yep. Yep.
It's not looking
Um,
good.
So it can only do that poison spew thing every other round.
God.
So it's now going to just roll 2 attacks, and they're both going for a mirror since you went in between them. Oops. I'm hitting roll. I don't have any dice
It
selected.
crits on a 5. Okay.
Yeah, so there's that.
It's a save.
That's a save for you. And here's another one.
Oh,
Crits on a 5. I'm going to try and confirm it.
all right. Oh no.
Going to confirm it again. Okay, so it deals 2 strikes to you.
Okay.
Ouch, ouch.
You could use your hero die to repeat the save.
No, I'll save it. Something tells me I'm going to need it for later.
Okay. All right. Back to you guys.
Mhm. Well, I'm gonna arrow it one more time. I mean, not much else I can do. Maybe do the AT-AT tie up its legs like Frida said, but I don't know. Screw it. Let's put an arrow in it. Here we go.
Hey.
There you go.
Come on, buddy. Just need another. Oh,
Too bad.
do
karma
not
for
eat
you.
my hair.
Okay, I won't.
He's being a jerk back here now. Come on, buddy.
Okay.
Wait up.
Yeah, I am gonna. I'm gonna do.
You have an ability you're considering?
Yeah, I am. I think I'm gonna do empathic healing and give
Okay.
those 2 heal points to Amir. And I'll
Thank
take the 1 hit and then I will back up. Try to get out of this thing's arm reach. Maybe find a nook or something.
Okay.
If I can, a
Uh,
corner.
Yeah, 1 second. So, you said 2 strikes. What you're doing is you're just giving one of your strikes to him.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
It's
I'm
1 for 1.
It's 1 for 1. I was reading it wrong. My handwriting. My
Yeah, I
handwriting.
just wanted to
1 for
double
1,
check
my
'cause
bad.
you threw me there. All right, so you can give that to him, and then you can definitely run and hide. Or at least you can run. There's stuff to try and hide behind. Mostly dead bodies, but also the apparatus that was in here. Amir, I think that's you.
Yep.
Ooh, too bad that can't self-confirm. Ah.
Dang.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay.
That's so frustrating.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it's this one again. So here he goes with his chemical spray. It's only going to hit one of you. I'm going to roll a D3 to see who it is. 1 and 2 are Amir. 3 and 4 are Frida. 5 and 6 are Tansy.
Did I get my attack this round?
You did. You went first.
Okay.
It went you, Frida, then Amir.
Okay, that's right.
What did I say? So 3, it's going to spray its poison at you, Frida. You get a boon next round. Make a miraculous save, actually. And if you fail it, then you get a bane.
A bane.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Lead here too.
4.
So, yeah, you need a 6, I think.
I need a 5.
There's this,
Well,
yeah.
Either way, you don't get it. So you're going to get that bane next time. And now here come its attacks. That's a miss. This is going at Amir. That's an even worse miss.
Oh, whiff. Thank goodness.
All right. Back to you guys.
Can you get double Bane? Or is it just ever one Bane?
No, you can get double banes.
Okay.
You would just roll 3 and take the lowest. But the bane only lasts 1 round, so it's not 2 banes for Frida now.
Okay.
Right.
The one
yeah.
that she had before wore off.
Okay, well, I'll stab you, dude.
Oh, maybe a crit. You
I
make
have
it
a
crit.
karma.
You have
Yeah.
karma.
I will spend said karma.
Alrighty. And as I did before with the other entity that was like this, I'm going to give you 2 strikes for that.
Thank you.
He is down to 6.
Chipping away.
Yes. Who's next?
Hmm.
Oh, maybe.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you confirm again?
Oh,
No,
This
but you do
Amir-
get 2 strikes. And Amir, I forgot you could have kept going too. Why don't you roll again? See
yeah.
if you get
I was gonna
even
say
more.
Amir should go again too.
You
Oh,
did get even more.
Go.
Okay, so between that and the damage Tansy dealt, you've now got him down to 3.
Ooh.
all right.
Frida,
Yep. I will shoot with my bow. I've taken the bane.
no dice.
Nope.
I mean dice, but you know what I mean.
I do love an exploding crit.
Yeah. That was great. All right, it is the statue's turn again. The Herald of Azuma. It's going to attack. You know what? This time it's going to split its attack. No, Amir, you specifically got between it and Tansy, so it can't reach Tansy. And Frida just went and hid, so it has to hit Amir. That's
Good.
possibly
Oh,
a
jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that's just 1 strike. Try and armor save.
Oh, no. I'm going to re-roll that if I can.
Okay.
Here comes that hero dice.
There we go.
Yes.
All right. Successful. And then here comes its second attack. That's a hit.
No.
No. Okay. And it's not spraying this turn, so your Bane is now gone, Frida. It's back to you guys.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take another shot.
All right.
This time with the boon.
It does. You do hit it on a 4 with your magic weapon. Yes.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
So that's 1 strike. It's down to 2 now.
No, come on,
Hey,
Tansy.
come on, let's do it. You can spend 2 karma. You've got them.
Oh,
Yeah, it would be the death blow, right?
No, it's at 2.
Okay,
be
so
almost
I'll take that. I'll spend it and
Okay. Yep,
roll.
now it's at 1.
Nine.
Oh, yeah, but it's a crit. So, yeah, you do 2 damage, and it's dead. This thing, your arrow manages to chip away at the various alchemical apparatus that Spewmaster had all over this thing, until it finally breaks off. And this thing it's not a machine. It had machines on it, but it is magically and alchemically endowed with life. But when you break these machines off, one of them slams into its face and pops that green crystal out of its face, out of its eye socket. And the statue stops moving, but stops moving in like an awkward position where it's not going to stay up. And it falls over, hits the ground, smashes to a million pieces. And it's just broken statue, ooze, weird machines, and a weird green gem on the ground. And you hear behind you all these vermin who were, you can't tell if they were coming to sneak up on you guys from behind or if they were just hiding and watching the fight. But whatever it was, when they see this, they turn and run. And you hear scuffling of feet throughout the complex as you realize they're all making a break for it with their leaders and their avatar dead.
Awesome.
we did it, guys.
You have done it.
Yes,
Like
it
good
really-
effort. Chipped away at it a little bit at a time, each of us.
I
Oh
really
my gosh.
thought someone was going to die, like on your
I
side.
did-
we're close.
I really thought at least one of you was going to go down.
Like, thanks, Amir, for protecting us. Frida and I would have gotten seriously squished otherwise.
I wish my healing was better.
Well, you definitely saved their lives. In the aftermath here, as you search the area, you do find a large cache of this curative that Otrix was selling from his shop. And it's enough to heal a bunch of people. And as you continue exploring, you realize that these vermin were sending out these plague rats into the city, and without them here to do it, the plague is going to pass on its own. Whoever's already infected, that's still a problem. But you guys can cure yourselves with the cure that you found, and with the rest of it, there's enough to get maybe 100 people.
Better than none.
Yeah, it's a big cache. Obviously, it's not going to be the whole town. But you've also stopped the active spreading of the plague by the vermin. So that's going to be very helpful.
Yes.
Good. Can we tell anything from that gem that fell off of it?
Not
Like, I'm
right.
wondering if we should get rid of, or
Well, not right away. Actually, why don't you roll, Frida, to see if you can figure anything out about it? I will say that the alchemy applies here.
okay. I was gonna say that maybe I have a religion too, but take the alchemy. 6.
All right. Yeah. So you don't. get it right away here in the dark room, but when you take this thing back up to the light and spend some real time examining it, you realize that this gem is something called a fragment of the fallen. It is a broken piece of a horrible being from beyond, and it is the secret behind all of the disgusting alchemy and poisoning stuff that Spewmaster and Otrix were doing. This thing was the source of all of it. Not just the statue being animated, but all the disease and everything. So you don't know what the broader meaning of this fragment of the fallen is, but it is not good. There's probably something bigger going on in the world that this thing could even exist here in town.
We need to keep this out of the hands of evildoers and maybe destroy it somehow. Can we get to a volcano?
Yep. Only there can it be unmade.
Keep it secret, keep it safe, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, great work. Sorry it got a little sloggy there at the end. I was kind of running down too, but you guys did it.
No, I thought it was great.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Well done, everyone. You've saved the town. The quarantine here in Four Gates is lifted a couple of weeks later. When the people who've already been infected, the plague has kind of run their course. The rats are hunted down en masse and killed, and the vermin no longer have their big bad gem to do their magic with. In fact, some of the people who had the plague get better and are healed.
Good.
And eventually, that rider that was sent out comes back, and he's like, "Oh, good! You guys saved everyone! Now to go see my master, Lord Wilmington."
I'll have fun with that, buddy.
Just
I know where his arm is.
Just reach out with the arm, shake his hand.
Oh, God. All right. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, you are now the heroes of Four Gates, and as was implied, it was not only Lord Wilmington that is grateful, but the entire town. You are now going to get discounts from the merchants here, and anything that you need in town within reason, they will try their best to help you out because you've saved
magic
everyone.
weapons.
We'll talk about that in the Discord between sessions. We're going to come back next week with one more of these, and then the following week will be more EZD6, but this time Wasted World, which Mia will be running. So that'll be fun. And we'll hopefully see everyone Friday for the other show. That is probably going to be episode 56 of Shadows of Archonia 2, but maybe a one-shot if Matt ends up having to be absent. So thank you, everyone,